All right, hello. Welcome to lesson 3. So today, just before we start, I want to tell you a little story. So this morning I was out surfing and I got wrapped up by this big barrel, right? I disappeared. I pulled a little Houdini and in Australia we don't call it that though, we call it a barramundini because we've got a big fish. It's called a barramundi and it's very quick. You'll see it and then boom, just disappears on you. So when you combine the barramundi with the Houdini and you pull into the barrel, it's called pulling a barramundini. So I just pulled this barramundini, right, completely wrapped up by this barrel, and that is exactly the point that you're in right now. You've paddled, you've pulled in, you're up to lesson 3, and you're about to get wrapped up. And what I want to tell you is it doesn't matter if you make it out of the end of the barrel or not, as long as you're going hard inside the barrel, and that's where you are. And as long as you're enjoying it, it's not about the end goal always. It's about enjoying the process. And this doesn't just apply to piano, it applies to everything. So it's not about when you get that car that you'll be happy. Enjoy the process of saving for that car. It's not about when you do get out of that barrel, it's about every barrel you get in on the ride to getting out of that barrel. So, YOLO. I want you to think about that. Don't just think about, oh, when I'm a great piano player, then it'll be good. Enjoy this step. This is enough for you to be learning, exercising your brain in this new way, and teaching yourself something new is really great in itself. So be proud of that and enjoy being in that barrel, pulling a little barramundini. That is my culture and a little story I wanted to share with you. Because I didn't make it out of that barrel, but I got sloshed. It was like being in a tornado. Like you see a tornado, like imagine tip that on its side, hop in the end, and that's you. Just it was a beautiful thing. All right, what are we learning in lesson 3? We are learning about chords. Now, what is a chord? Do you remember when I talked to you about harmony versus melody? We learnt the single note melody for Lean on Me. Bum, 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 bum. A harmony is more than one note going on at the same time. And that's what a chord is. So we are going to learn about some basic chord theory today, and we're going to learn the chords and the harmony for Lean on Me. So I might swing the camera around now so you can see the keys, and I'm going to show you how we start with triad chords, a 3-note chord. And we're going to learn the difference between a major chord and a minor chord. Let's get in that barrel. Okay, so here we are. Now we're remembering all our white notes, all our black notes, and our melody for Lean on Me. Second time. Now, when we learn our harmonies, it's going to mimic that right hand, but we're going to start using our left hand now. So I'm going to bring my left hand up, and I want it to be an octave below middle C. So here's middle C. We're remembering how many legs on an octopus, how many sides on an octagon, how many notes in an octave 8, and it takes us to the same note of a higher or lower value. So C, go down 1 octave to here, and we're going to put our 5th finger on the left hand on that C. Now, that's going to be the first chord we're going to learn, but before we get there, so you got your pinky here, I want to explain the concept of a tone and a semitone to you. So a tone and a semitone explains the difference of the space between the notes. So from here to here is a semitone. From here to here is a full tone, because you've gone over the semitone and to a full. Full tone, semitone. Semitone, full tone. Semitone. This is a semitone because you've gone straight to another note. Semitone, full tone. If you went from here to here, that would be a full tone. So, what I want you to remember is we are going to be playing some major chords and some minor chords. Now, I'm going to play you a major chord. This is C major chord, and it's going to be the first chord that we learn for Lean on Me. Now, have a listen to that, C major. Now I'm going to play you a C minor chord. You might ask, what's the difference between major and minor? Well, it's a feeling that they create. What feeling do they create? Well, the easiest way to box it in is that C major is the happy sound, and C minor, or minors in general, are more of a sad, dramatic, melodic sound. Not melodic, melancholic sound. So happy, sad. Now, why was I explaining tones to you? Because there is a pattern which you can use to find any major chord and any minor chord. So, if I tell you this pattern is for a major chord, it's 4 semitones, then 3 semitones. You're going to find the note that you want to start with. It's going to be C. Then we count up 4 semitones. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's our first note. We've counted up 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. We play that with our third finger, and then we count up 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a little technique you can use to make your major triads. 4, 3, counting in semitones. Let's repeat that. To work out a major triad chord, you count up 4, then 3 in semitones. I'll show you again using any other note. Let's go to A. So, there's an A. We put our pinky on A. Yep, pinky is on A. So, now we want to count up 4 semitones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from there we count 3. 1, 2, 3. Bang, we've worked out an A major triad. So again, the pattern to work out the major chord for any note is 4 semitones followed by 3 semitones. Because a triad is a 3-note chord. Now, let's go back to our major, C major triad. Now, to find the C minor triad, the pattern changes from 4, 3 to 3, 4. So we count up 3 semitones. Here's our first note. 1, 2, 3. And then we count up 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we have a minor chord, C minor. Same thing works for any note. Let's go to this note, which could be called a G sharp or an A flat. So we're going to try and find the minor for, let's call it A flat. So let's count up 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. And now we'll count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's A flat minor. So I want you to write that down now. Go to wherever you're taking some notes, and I hope you are. If not, it's probably a great idea to make a little notebook where you are taking some notes in these lessons. It'll help you remember it, and I want you to write that to find a major triad, the pattern is 4 semitones, then 3 semitones as the gap between your notes. And then to make a minor triad, the gap is 3 semitones followed by 4 semitones to make your 3-note chord. So, just then we've learned what a semitone is, what a full tone is, and the pattern that we can use to find a major triad and a minor triad chord. Now we're going to learn the chords for Lean on Me for your left hand. So let's make that shape. That 5th finger, 3rd finger, thumb, starting on the C, which is below middle C. Just play that after me. Get your hand in that spot. Now, your hand is going to step up. So just remember that melody. It's basically going to mirror the melody. I want you to focus on where the pinky is for playing this, because the pinky is basically going to play the same melody that we learnt in the right hand. Like this. Second time round. And then we go single notes. We'll do that in both hands, because eventually, well, even after this lesson, you can add the right hand melody to this left hand section. Now I'm going to play that one more time really slowly. I want you to start joining in. Now at the moment we don't have to go through and work out what these triads are. Like that's a C major, this is a D minor, E minor, F major. But I just want you to focus on the shape, this 3-note triad spaced in between by these 2 white notes. And we want to get our hand really strong in this shape because we're going to use it so often. Here we go. Starting, I'm going to count to 4 and then we'll both join in. And we're going to step it up in the same pattern in that pinky as we learned in the right hand for our melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second time round. Single notes. Now I'm going to add the melody and show you how you can add the melody in the right and have the harmony in the left. And this is how so many popular songs can be played easily, is by simply playing a melody on your right hand and a harmony, aka chords, in your left hand. Jumping ahead a bit, if you want to go onto the second course, I'm going to teach you what this right hand's doing. It's doing 4-note chords, and these are 7th note chords, beautiful jazzy chords. And what I'm doing here is I'm just breaking up the chord. See, I'm just sort of rolling it a bit. Makes it sound really complex, but I'm just playing a 4-note chord and I'm breaking it up. Rolling, can do rocking. Rolling, rocking. Rolling. So this is another technique I'm going to teach you later, is playing bass notes in the left hand and chords in the right hand. But at the moment we're focusing on chords in the left hand and single note melodies in the front hand. Let's go over both together, the left hand melody and the left hand harmony and the right hand melody for Lean On Me, and then I want you to pause this video and practice that for a moment. The next section, you can actually do two chords together instead of just the melody in the right. Mimic what your left hand is doing in your right hand, and that could be your chorus, that lean on me. Let's try again. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. So I come home, my brother, when you need a hand. Up to F. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Now, if we can learn that next section, you've learned basically the whole song. You just got to add them together in the pop chorus, in the pop song structure, which is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Basically, that's the common structure that is used for a lot of pop songs, and it does apply to this one. So, Let me just show you that. I'm just doubling up what you've learned in the left with the right. And it goes like this for that little bridge section. So I call on my brother. It goes boom, boom, rest, boom, rest, boom, rest. And then we step up to F. All the way down to C. And I really encourage you to look up the words and sing this song, because this is for you. This is for you to enjoy doing. And some people say, "Oh, I don't sing." Well, that's rubbish. Everyone sings. Everyone has a voice. Maybe you don't sing like Beyonce, but that's fine. Neither do I, and I still love singing. And who knows? Maybe sometimes I do sound like Beyonce. Ha! Let's say hello here. Yeah. So we've learned what a tone is versus semitone. We've learned how you're currently in the barrel. You've got to enjoy that process of being in the barrel. It's not always about the end goal. It's about the fact that you are learning. That's so great. You're learning a new language. There's a lot of new synapses firing in your head. How your fingers move. How you understand to read music. Well, actually, we haven't got there yet. How you understand the notes on the piano. All these new terminology that I'm giving you. That's a huge accomplishment so far. So be really happy with that and enjoy the process of learning. It's not about the end goal always. What I want you to know about what you took away from today: tones, semitones, the structure for making a major triad, 4 tones and then 3 tones, compared to a minor triad, 3 tones and then 4 tones, and how we play the triads for Lean On Me and combine it with the melody in the right hand. That's a lot to take away, because once you master triads in the left, melodies in the right, we're going to start unlocking a lot of songs. And I'm going to show you a typical chord pattern which is used in so many pop songs that you can use soon. So, something to look forward to. You're doing really well so far. Get that down and then let's go on to lesson 4. Nice.